I just got these glasses today, so everything is very sketchy. I want to thank everybody for being here and supporting the open mic. Thank you for being at Blends. It is my favorite wine. It is my favorite place to be on Tuesday night. And my first poem is called I Lie and Wait. As the year goes roaring by, as the number of things to accomplish finds a mile high, as the world makes me wait and my mind feel paralyzed, I lie and wait. I wait for the next big break to yield my position. I wait for the game at 4 to ensure nightly wisdom. And when I'm done with the ball game, I have a confession. I'm still lying in wait for a thing to give my mind vision. So I hesitate to jump to the next recurrent circumstance. The chance that I exceed in this endeavor is as steady as an avalanche. But this predicament is dictated by the road I advance. So this is a come a time where I'm the one in command. I wait for a general as he plans en route to carry out his agenda. I wait for time to advance on my course in this crazy adventure. So now I'm biding my time in this constant conjecture, when I won't have to lay in late for life's meaningful pleasures. And while in the meantime I find my current situation one to remember, with my strategy to find present conditions that I have to live with forever. But until that day, I lie and wait. Thank you. And I just want to thank my friend Clayton and Jay for being here, my friend for coming up to me. And what do you call it? And this is for a lot of my friends who served, and the fact that I was almost taken to the army after I got drunk and ran into a recruiter. Warrior. When I was growing up, I would run and play, thinking of the fateful day I would join the troops and say that I was a warrior. So when I achieved victory in confrontation, serving my beloved nation, I felt admiration as a soldier. I saw my brothers fight and die, serve behind enemy lines. I faced the limit of those who survive. We do more than what is advertised. But these days I'm mystified at the fact that we're not recognized, how we fought this nation's wars from troops to Maryland to California. But I never tried to justify the loss of people's lives because wars are not euphoria. Still suffering and hunger lingers on while my politics become withdrawn. But as always, soldiers form a bond as these endless conflicts drag on. Still I won't consider myself a pawn, but a warrior. They sell this government wants to do hostilities to enrich themselves in big companies, while over-enthusiastic troops come home with disabilities, and the world can toss you some death and disease. So even when the public's displeased, they don't realize we fought these wars for you. But overwhelming hysteria inside, I did not run and hide, and I still have my pride, and I'll always be proud to call myself a warrior. Thank you. We'll get the sound. Sure. And anyways, anybody follow what's going on in the news with the whole political situation? Neither do I. So here, we'll lighten the mood a little bit. So here we go. You gotta walk with personality, carry yourself with dignity, hold yourself efficiently, understand your deficiencies, approach each situation logically, and typically society lives like in the in-betweens. Now you have to hold on to your temperament. When you get set up by any little sentiment, laugh at the perfectionist, and I need to live life to the extreme. But this approach never seems to get the desired impact. And again I'm called an outcast, and you never realize what you want to achieve. Stuck in a fragmented frenzy, you confuse yourself with your enemies, a disordered mind frames others can't see. So your attitude and persona have turned to paranoia, and the result is the water's turning on you. Now sometimes life can make you want to scream. Anyways, annoying thinking can turn into poison, but people don't understand what your poison is. When your brothers don't understand your powers, and they don't want to know your mindset, sudden outbursts of kindness are confused with loudness. But when you use the charisma, you accentuate your wisdom, and it's difficult for others to see you more. Misinformed and panicking, you try to form some balancing, then consequences of a personality that go unchecked. And always listening to others' bad advice makes you undefined. You describe yourself what goes on in the inside, but sometimes you just fly off the handle, wondering about existence as stranded. But this is sometimes charming and intelligent, and magnetism most forget, and a condition I don't regret, and an incident record that I fall prey to my dynamic, finding that I'm active, erratic, and become fantastic, and no matter what I have to contend with, so I act dramatic, stay dynamic, and repeat the process over and over again. Thank you. And my final poem, and I just want to say, I want to thank my friend for staying around, and thank you for the hummus. It was delicious. And next time I get in the truck head board, I thought I said the whole thing. And thank you for everybody for staying. Here's my final one. My mind races. My mind races as a pace of day goes into phases that seem off balance. Thoughts of impending doom are followed by thoughts like I almost had this. It's blasphemous to sever a conversation whose direction goes insane to infectious. And the fact that my mind is a vehicle that just crashed into an intersection. My eyes strange and already face the loss of complexion. Next up on this madness train has to do with self-reflection. And only to gather around my face and the sound of my own voice, which causes me frustration. But it's liberation that's madness, which has my mind out of rack. I reject sanity and rather drink antifreeze than be some subordinated, ordinary hack. And instead I choose to settle down for an analyzed version of blow black. I must lose my mind to find relevance of being regular, making it a point to live on earth normally than making a schedule. And in this process of a realistic approach to this world resides that everyday things can be incredible. So it's inevitable that the two halves of my mind will find solace and balance. So now I tell myself it was odd to utilize the process of Go Ask Alice. So I find calmness in my self-disorder. So I walk around in this world with contentment, sort of. Thank you. Yeah. I want to thank the host and everybody. Ukulele with 1,000 strings.
Where are you from?
Obviously, my friend, I am from a Page. Born and raised. That is a fact. Well, I did some time in Black Hopper Canyon, so I mean, I've never left Arizona. But 3 years nice.
You got like a New England thing going.
No, it's New York.
Yeah, you got an accent.
Don't have to use that shit.
You guys stick it out.